Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys enjoy these, what I'm calling podcast shorts for my Burnout to All Out community. This is just a little peek behind the curtain of the coaching that goes on inside of my programs. We're bringing to you some of the best nuggets and coaching I'm giving within hot seats of all of our different programs, whether it's our LinkedIn Method Academy, our mini mastermind business basics, all the way up to our higher level mastermind. If you're hearing some of these questions and you're like, man, I wish I could get my burning question answered by Melissa. Hey, guess what? You could be featured on my podcast. If you've got a question that you want answered and you submit it to my team and we pick it, we will bring you here to the podcast for our podcast shorts and do a hot seat with you. Where can you submit your questions? Send them to teamburnouttooallout.co. We'll make sure we drop that in the show notes for our podcast shorts. And I hope that you guys find as much value in these shorts as our clients do inside the program. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Henault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in. All right. Doreen, my friend, you are next.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't remember what I wrote for my question. I think it was about top down, up down. So my question was, how do I talk to foundations and whether I should talk to foundations? Because you mentioned doing a top down and an up down or whatever. I can't remember.
Upstream, downstream.
Don't speak to some of these athletes. So I was thinking part of it was maybe because a lot of the athletes have foundations, and should I even think about that at the moment? Because the profile is all directed to the professional athlete. But I'm wondering if I wanted to get to the athlete from a down upstream thing, that if I speak to the foundations, because often they have youth sports and they don't even really quite know what to ask.
So great question. What Doreen is alluding to, for those of you who are like, what is she talking about? What we're always talking about with network growth on LinkedIn is it's not just the end customer, right? It is who touches your customer upstream and downstream. So no matter what your industry is. So maybe if you're in interior design, right, you may be thinking about the general contractor and the architect. No matter what industry you're in, who's touching that client upstream and downstream. So she's talking about the professional athlete, and who's that professional athlete working with upstream that she can make connections with, or downstream that she can make connections with to work her way through with her business. Let me reframe or make sure I'm hearing you correctly. How can I network with foundations that are affiliated with these athletes on LinkedIn? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. And how do I even start the conversation?
I know for me, it hasn't actually been business strategy per se over the last 2 to 3 years that's created the accelerated hyper growth of my company. If you've been following me for quite some time, as a matter of fact, you would know that I still sell the same things I've always sold, and I'm running the same sales strategy I've always run. So what have I done to create the capacity to hold more and call in more? My friends, it is the inner work that most entrepreneurs aren't willing to do and don't recognize as one of the most important assets in business. Bodies build businesses, my friends, learning how to manage my stress in a healthy way, learning how to move through uncharted territory and find intuitive downloads and trust my gut to make the right decisions have been some of the critical components to success over the past couple of years. Another area that's been super critical for me has been being able to tap in and get into creative flow state. I call this rocket fuel. My friends, I am collaborating with one of my dearest friends and mentors, Sam Harper. For the first time ever, we are launching this program together called The Modern Entrepreneur, where we are supporting business owners in the mind, body, spirituality, and energetics of what it truly takes to be successful in the entrepreneurial realm. There is loads and loads of information on strategies to grow your business for entrepreneurs. But what is lacking in the industry is the emotional support that entrepreneurs need to be resilient and succeed in operating in an unknown space day over day and do it healthily in a way that allows them to have the capacity to hold what they are calling in. So, my friends, some of you are listening to this and you're like, oh, I don't need that mindset work. I don't need that energy work. I am here to tell you, my clients who have grown exponentially this year all have given me feedback that it's the inner work that we've offered in our first version of Modern Entrepreneur that surprisingly was the rocket fuel to their success. So my friends, the doors are open to the Modern Entrepreneur right now. It pairs beautifully with any business coaching program you are a part of. We will be working with you twice a month. Once will be an actual workshop where you're learning tools and skill sets to become the self-regulated entrepreneur that is needed to succeed in this industry. The other call per month is an integration call with Sam. We call it Ask Sam Anything for hot seats and coaching to navigate uncharted territory in the realm of entrepreneurship where bodies build businesses. Guys, seats are filling up fast. I encourage you to check it out. There's also a live event component that you can add. Come hang out with us live. Spend some time with us in North Carolina and in Miami. There's 2 live events where we can meet you face to face and work with you in person. My friends, I hope to see you on the other side.
Yeah. So again, this is where going off the platform for a hot minute is going to be your best friend. Go to Google. And you could literally Google athletes and foundations, because first of all, you need to find out, get a good list of athletes and foundations, and then go back to LinkedIn to see which of those foundations has a profile on LinkedIn, and or who is the chair or the president, who leads those foundations. Many times people who lead the foundations are the ones with active LinkedIn accounts.
I'm seeing.
And those are the people you want to interact with. I know that you're in the bone biomechanics of the human body. So it's just, how can you introduce yourself in a way that's just kind of fun and curious on LinkedIn?
I'm based in Boston. So Drew Holiday is in Boston. Him and his wife, they have a foundation and they do a lot of stuff, social impact, but they also do a lot. He also has a youth athletic team. And that's how I actually got involved in it, because an ex-NBA athlete wanted to learn about my stuff for a youth athletics team, but it kind of died a death because he died.
Oh gosh.
He asked me to take my knowledge and bring it to market. That's really how I pivoted from the yoga mat business to being in the education space.
So I think that's where you introduce yourself and the connections, and just say that you have a growing network in the professional athlete arena, where you have a growing business where you serve and collaborate with professional athletes, and that you would like to connect with them. I think the key is just giving a little bit of your background and why the connection makes sense. This is your wheelhouse. This is who you work with. I like to use the word synergistic. I'm looking to connect and find synergistic opportunities to support each other. That really resonates on LinkedIn. People are really kind and courteous on LinkedIn. And if you can just come at it from a lens of, hey, I'm just looking to be synergistic and find ways that I can collaborate with what I have to offer.
Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Hey, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. And you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone? Text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. I cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Henault over on Instagram, Melissa Henault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.